Hi and thank you for joining a new episode, perhaps one of the last for Gran Turismo Sport since Gran Turismo 7 will be released shortly. This episode takes us to the fictional track Dragon Trail with Group 3 cars. Let's start with my qualification lap first. If you want to skip to the races, forward about a minute and a half. I've booked good results on this track with the Porsche RSR, which is my favorite car as it handles quite smooth and easy. My best qualification time was 1 minute 38.747, which was almost a year ago. This time I've already set a 717, a fiction faster and going to marginally improve it this time around. In the top ranks the go-to car for the track is the Toyota Supra, but it requires a very steady foot when you exit the slow corners as it oversteers quite easily. Enjoy the lap, hope you can pick up a thing or two, and as always please leave a comment if you have tips yourself. In this first race I was placed 7th with the just archived qualification time, pretty decent for my current rating. With only half a second difference to the pole position we could have a decent race, as long as it stays fair and clean. After the first corners you can see the Mercedes from pole position making a mistake and falls back to right in front of me. Because he is missing the apex and I have more speed I gently bump into his rear end. In the S's I have a great line and I rapidly gain on the Norwegian driver. At the end of the back straight I brake a fraction later and outbrake both cars. You can see on the radar that the Norwegian driver is right by my right side as we go for the chicane of death. I leave some space for him and after the first corners he backs off. The chicane of death takes his first victim as the Swedish driver in front hits the wall. The British and Norwegian drivers brake really late and I wasn't defending the inside properly so I get overtake with a small bump in the last corner coming up the finish line for the first lap. I'm missing exit speed and can't get a slipstream, but I managed to get back by braking late. The two in front are having quite a rumble and I can slip right though. Fast forwarding to the chicane, where the number 2 in the race gets annihilated. The gap remains stable for the rest of the race. Just one last time through the chicane and I'm safe and really got the most out of this race. In this race you can see that I've improved my qualification with almost half a second to 1 minute 38.385, but because of the clean and successful races I'm still starting from the 10th position. Fast forwarding to the first couple of corners, as the action starts right away again. As I brake a bit later than the British Mercedes I can cut under him in the tight right corner. The Dutch driver goes a bit too wide and hits the grass making the back end of the car snap and hitting the barrier. 2 positions up and 3.5 lap to go. I outbrake the Finnish Mercedes next and Swiss driver also goes for a barrier rendezvous. Again 2 positions up. Skipping 1 lap, where I have gained a second on the number 5 Greek driver. I get the proper line through the chicane and get right behind the Greek, positioning for a takeover at the last corner. We go side to side through the corner and head up for the main straight next to each other. As he has the inside I have no choice but to brake a bit sooner and hope to make an undercut. He defends his exit very well and I can't get past right away. I brake next to him and take the inside in the sharp right corner at the end of Sector 1. I have slightly better exit and get in front for the S's. If he braked a fraction too late and hit my left rear side I could have spun off the track, but thank God this is a fair driver. He stays right on my tail through the chicane so I'm taking the defensive line for the last corner, compromising the exit speed. His exit isn't great either so it takes a while for him to reach proper slipstream speed to get past, so I go defensive again. He brakes a bit too late and misses the apex, and misses the gravel with a hair. His car ghosted in the last split second, but I already lifted the accelerator and missed the exit speed as I go through his ghost. The French driver now gets closer, so I take the defensive line once more to finish the race in fourth. That's all for this time. I had a lot more clean and neat races, but no more time left to make the videos. Hope you enjoyed this as much as I do making them. Leave me a comment if you have feedback. See you on the track.